How's everybody today? So today we're gonna make some ultimate chocolate chip cookies. We have fall festival coming up at a couple different churches, and we had offered to make some cookies for them. And so today I got thinking about it. We went out and voted this morning, Saturday morning. So we went out and did early voting. Got back, got my grandkids, two of my grandkids here, and my wife. So we decided today we would do a little YouTube video on how we make our ultimate cookie. Now, due to timing, it takes a while to do. We have our ingredients sitting out. We're starting out with 2 cups, 2 1/4 cup of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1.5 teaspoon of salt. We're gonna have that in our bowl separately, and so as we go along, I will, let you guys see what we got, and then as we proceed, I have already got another batch made up. It's in the refrigerator, so it's out of the way. So what we're gonna do, first thing we got to do is we need to put our butter. And we're using 1 cup of no salt. Whoops, that makes a mess. The butter in our pan. So that's 1 cup of stick butter. Some people use margarine, but for cookies, no, margarine just don't do it. So let me back this up just a hair. Y'all can see what we're doing. And then we're going to add to our butter, we're adding 3/4 of a cup of granulated sugar. So here's our 1/2 cup. And then we're going to get our 1/4 of a cup. So we got our granulated sugar, and then we're going to add the same amount of brown sugar. Now you can use dark sugar, dark brown or light brown, doesn't matter. But you need to make sure it's packed, or your amount will not equal out. So so we got our butter in there. We got our 1 cup of granulated sugar. 3/4 cup granulated sugar, 3/4 cup of brown sugar. It's gonna be just a little noisy for just a second. Okay, now once your sugar has creamed, then you want 1 egg, room temp, and blend it in real good. And you want to scrape down the sides because you want the eggs and the sugar and everything to really get incorporated. So we're just going to scrape down our sides. Whip that up. Doesn't take but a minute. Okay. And then over on the other side, we have 2 1/4 cups of flour, and to that we're adding 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And remember, there's a difference between baking soda and baking powder, so we're using baking soda. And that we're also going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of sugar. Salt, I'm sorry.
Oh, the
Salt.
added space.
There we go. So we got our salt mixed in. And I like to use a little whisk and just mix it all up real good before I put it in my cookie dough. Okay. Now, I'm going to start it up on one. And as I do this, what I like to do is I like to incorporate about half of it into my mix, and then speed it up. And I'm scrubbing on sides as I do it. So. And then I'm going to turn it down and add the rest of it. Now that our dough, our flour and everything's mixed in real good, we're just going to scrape it down. Okay. Now, we're going to close it down, put it on low, and we're going to add our vanilla extract. And I use a different brand. I use some that my daughter-in-law got me from Mexico, or Caribbean, the Caribbean islands, when they went on the cruise. I like trying new things. And this particular brand here, it really enhances the chocolate chips. And for this one, for these cookies, I've been using Hershey's Special Dark. I like the flavor of that. And when you mix it in with cookie dough, oh man, it just gives you some cookie dough and it's magic. I mean, it really does good. So, I'm gonna turn that on low. And we're going to scrape the sides while it's mixing. We're going to turn it up real high. All right, now we have our cookie dough part made up. So all we're going to do, we're just going to scrape it all off, get it all off everything. I have my grandson and my wife in the other room bagging up cookies and putting a number on the cookie bag so they have numbers on them. And what that does, all that does is it just lets me know that I've gotten X amount of cookies made up for the cookie walk that the churches do. And I gotta make after this one, I've got to make a batch of chocolate chip gluten-free for my grandson because he's gluten-free. He's got all those allergies that kids have, you know. So Now, the one thing I do, some people do, some don't, but I always scrape down my side. And then I put plastic wrap or saran wrap, you can call it what you want, over the top of it. And I let it sit for about 3 hours in the refrigerator. Now with the magic of, let's see if we can't get this where we can see what's going on over here. Okay, so now it ain't been 3 hours. It's on. I already had a batch made up for what we're doing. So what I do is I weigh all my cookies. When I make, anytime, no matter what cookie I make, I use my little scale and I weigh them because I want a certain amount. All my cookies, when they get weighed, they will weigh in at 1.3 ounces. So we're gonna do some cookies real quick.
We finished.
Okay. So as you can tell, we're at 1.25, which is fine. Using an ice cream scoop, it looks like this, and we'll just put it on the pan. Now what we're gonna do, like this. Where my nana's at?
Right here.
Oh, okay. So what we're going to do with this is we're going to do 12 at a time on each pan, bake it for 15 minutes, and take them out. But when the ice cream scoop them, it ain't makes them smooth. So what we have to do is we have to make them into a ball. So to make them into a ball, all they're going to do is paddle. So put some gloves on. Nanny gonna put some gloves on. Oh, nah, get a new one.
Took me a second to find which finger was which.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna turn this camera around, put it over here, so everybody can see what's going on with everybody. There we go. I think that'll work.
Yeah, I got gloves.
All right. Come around on that side. And this is Lucas, and Nana's over there hiding. Who's the other one, Nana? Now I'm gonna scrape them. I'm gonna get the cookie dough out,
And then we flatten.
and then you need to roll it into a ball, make a ball out of it, and then put it. Yeah, you don't have to do much. It's so hard. There you go. Put it down, and then when you put it down.
Smush it.
Just a little bit, not hard, not much.
Okay. This one.
You want to go 3 across and then 4 down. Now putting it in the refrigerator, people, you can do that or don't. It don't matter. I do it because it helps it keep the shape that I want it to be when it's cooking. You gonna help him, Nana?
I'm helping.
Okay. Okay. And because I do this is a double batch. So the double batch, you get about,
24.
I get about, out of my batches, I will end up with about 5 dozen.
So 60.
Yeah, about 60 cookies. And I do some of my cookies. Some of them I'll do that'll sit, or I'll make it like I did last night. I made them last night, and then the cookie dough set for this morning because it actually set about 8.5 hours.
Yep.
So.
And I think you're talking about how you put it in from 3 to 8 hours.
Yeah. So.
And then I'm going to separate these out some more. Because we need to form it out and we don't want them to touch. We need to cover this one. Yep, that's good now. Yep.
Put one right there.
And like that. Just a little bit.
And that's it. Now we got one pan done. We're gonna put this in the oven.
Oven's hot.
We'll turn our lights on. And we're gonna cook them for 15 minutes. And because I put them in at different times, I use a good old fashioned hand timer. So I'll put the first one in using a timer, and then the second one that I did, I will literally use the timer itself. And as you can tell, my grandson likes doing it. So.
Yep.
And we got, how many cookies do we already have done, Luke?
So we have 79, 79 times 2, so like 157. 158.
How many?
158.
158. Okay. Well, we probably have a little more than that. But how many packs? What was your last number?
79.
So you had 79
See,
bags.
79 and
You got
78.
79 bags of cookies already.
79 and 78.
Okay, so
I may
we're
have missed a number.
good.
Because I accidentally labeled 69 twice. So I erased 169, so I don't know.
Well, you could put that bag away and just got another one.
I made it.
Okay.
I made it 79 though, because I was just counting the bags.
So we got 79, and you take, that means you got roughly right at 80.
Yep.
80 bags. So 80 bags times 2 is 160.
Yep.
So we got 160 cookies done. I mean, we got 80 bags, which means I got
You can do that
80,
one.
80 games. So what we're trying to do is give them 2 cookies per time, per the cookie walk. So that means they got 80 games, and we're looking at about 100 to 110 games. What we're looking at. 40. And some of them, most of my cookies are at 135. Some of them are make it to 140, but that's about it. They don't get too much more than that. And that way, they don't look like they're 1.4 or 1.3 ounces is a lot, but when it bakes, it's a lot. Cookies makes a lot of cookies.
Oh, you can do this one then. Because I'm adjusting these.
So, it will be just a few minutes on our cookies, and so once they do this one, we'll put this one in the oven.
Kind of squishing it in my hands. It's on there.
Okay. We'll put this one in the top. Then,
Hey, like those just like flat.
I have another pan that I use. Now this one, look.
Yep.
You just put them together. Because what this is just so I can go ahead and get them all balled up. Then when I put them on this pan, we won't.
It's cold.
Huh?
It's really cold.
Yes, I want it cold. This one, we want 4 across, 6 down.
So we should have 24 in this pan.
Correct. have to put them close. And then you gotta put 4 on each row.
Oh, 4.
So you're going 4 this way, 6 down. That way you get total 24. Follow that pattern the entire row. You can do that one. And just get it to flatten it. I kept forgetting to flatten them. Well, on here you don't have to, because they're not on the. We haven't put them on the cookie sheets yet.
Yep.
This is just a standby pan for this one.
This is just like your holding container.
Yeah, like a holding container. There you go.
Oh, now place it down somewhere. Go to this somewhere.
Yeah, and put it down beside one of them. I hadn't done a video with Lucas in a while. It's been a while since he's done one. I'm like, you know what? Let's do a video, Luke.
You want to do this one? You're gonna have to wash your hands after. Ned's gonna put other glove on.
That's alright. We got some more. We got plenty to wash them.
Yep. Then Nanny, you can do the last one too. Working on the left.
That one there.
You still got quite a bit left. I'm guessing that's the. I'm guessing that's the extra 22 cookies.
No. The extra 22 will be the ones we just made. Now, this, because this is on like. We may get enough to we may have to have more.
And then for this one, we're doing the same on that one. Doing the same thing we did on that one.
Yeah, sometimes if on this one, you want to try to get 4 beside each other. And it's a little tighter.
Yeah.
But it don't, on this one, it don't really matter. Because it's just extra altogether.
you want that way? 6?
It don't matter. Yeah,
The thing is, we can.
I'm not gonna get 24 out of that, what I got left.
Oh.
If I can get a dozen out of it, I'm gonna blow over down a dozen. That's good.
I think they're gonna get a little more than a dozen. And then I already got 8, and then we number 9, and then on the female, so we got a dozen. Remember, you got a ball.
Scraping the barrel.
Yep.
And this is more of a sugar cookie.
Yeah,
than a-
chocolate
it's
chip.
chocolate chip, because then they gonna have very many in it.
Nope. Wait, you want to do the last one? Here. I know that's right. How much time is left on the stopwatch thingy?
5 minutes.
Yeah.
So, now then you gotta go in the refrigerator. So now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 60. 1, 2, 3. We got 63 cookies out of that batch.
Nice.
So we got a good batch of cookies that time.
Yeah.
So now, get to the fun part.
Oh no.
Clean up. 'Cause I like to clean up after every batch and then start fresh. So, what we're gonna do is, I'm just gonna put my racks out so my cookies come out of the oven, they'll be ready to go. We're almost done with the video.
And then can I take off my gloves?
Huh?
Can I take off my gloves?
Yes, sir. You can do that. You can take your gloves off.
Yeah.
So my next batch of cookies I'm gonna make. The next batch is gluten free, and I'm doing that for my grandson. So I need to make sure I got gluten free flour over here. Oh, it feels like it. It feels heavy. Yeah, we do. So I've got to wash everything good and clean, so I don't have any cross contamination for him.
Thank you. I'll be right back. Gotta use that.
Okay. And I have a lot of different methods that I use to control the contamination. I have another pan set up and everything. So, but our cookies are getting done. They're almost done. Our first batch, easy. But I will post my recipe that I like to make. And my cookies, I love them when they first come out. They're nice and moist and juicy. But they don't get rock hard due to the fact that the way I cook them at a lower temp. Most cookies are cooked at 375. All my cookies are cooked at 350, and I want them cold when they go in the oven. So therefore, they are set up that they'll keep their shape somewhat. You know, they won't get real fat like sugar cookies or anything like that. And so by doing it like that, it keeps them the way I like them to be. So, let me take a looky here. Oh, almost. And then we'll have these done. And then I'll get my gluten-free stuff out to make a gluten-free one for him. But yeah, for a while he couldn't have anything. Gluten-free, dairy, or anything.
I stepped out some cookie
What'd you do that for?
I don't know, I was just walking.
You just
And then I froze and then my toe. I thought there was something on the floor. But then I kept walking. And I realized, wait, I still feel it. Like, huh?
Yeah. Sometimes when you're baking, things take a little bit of time to do. And so this video right now is at 31 minutes. So we got just a couple more. We got another 2 minutes or so, and then we'll have this video be done. So, and we'll take pictures and put it on Facebook. And if they want to maybe put a clip on Facebook, on our Facebook page, Barrett's Heavenly Sweets, and then they can go to the YouTube channel and actually watch it. So
Kind of like YouTube short.
you think y'all muscles, huh? He looked just like his daddy did when he was little. Oh yeah, just about done. All right. Oh, I heard none. Then that's a So you have how many cookies do you have now?
Either 79 or 78.
Okay.
Either 78. That's and then this one's just a long one.
Yeah, that's a yeah.
Is it just a long one?
It's an odd cookie.
Ah,
Oh, look what showed up. My granddaughter.
of course. There's food. Of
There's
course
food and now she shows up.
Yeah, of course. Can I have that one cookie?
As soon as all the work's done, you show them.
How about, can I have this one cookie?
Yes, ma'am. We got 3 hot ones in a minute, Mama. Nana. Oh yes, here we go.
Haley said thank you with a cookie in her mouth.
So, our first batch is out, and they
Smells good.
look delicious. Now, what I like to do is let them sit in the pan for a couple minutes. That way they'll still cook from the bottom, but they cool off a little bit quicker. And I'll put them on racks, and then they'll sit for an hour before I even bag them up. But see, we got a birthday party we got to go to at 1 o'clock. Be at 1 o'clock, and it's 12 o'clock now. So we'll get them bagged up when we get back. How about that?
Cool.
That sound all right?
Yep.
Okay. But yeah, he's talking about they're gonna have cakes and pizza and drinks, and he's like, I'm gonna drink a lot of drinks.
Yeah, because they can't really have other things.
So, and I don't know how they are. They may actually have a gluten-free cake or gluten-free pizza. I don't know. We may have to take about 5 or 6 pieces of gluten-free chicken with us.
Oh no, it'll be fun.
Okay.
As long as I can have some Sprite, I'll be fine.
We got any Oreos?
Oh no,
Yeah, no. Hey, we need to look.
I already did. I looked in the blue spot and in the cabinet.
Did you look in the blue one where it pours down? There wasn't nothing in it. Okay. Well, we may have to.
And I did it without making the camera flash.
You did. So, we're gonna get these off the pan.
How hot are they? How hot are they? Moderately?
They will. The chocolate will probably still burn you. But the bottom one. Okay. Now, look in the refrigerator and get me one of those pans of cookies out. Yep, just like bring one of them over.
Heavier than I
Put it
thought
right
they
here.
would be.
There you go. Now all we're gonna do is just put cookies back on this sheet, just like we got them.
Accidentally touched the pan.
Yeah, the pan's hot now. Okay, now that we got cookies on the pan, we're just gonna take this pan, put it back in the oven and cook the next batch.
You still got some left on that one.
And then put this one back in the refrigerator.
Let's open them for your face.
And so our cookies are coming out looking great. I think they look fantastic. So let's bring it over. Get y'all to take a look at these bad boys. So that's our video of the day, is making chocolate chip cookies. So hope you enjoy, and I will post the directions of how to make them when it's done. So what do you say,
Goodbye.
Luke?
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Luke says bye.